Between the lions, between the covers of a book, let's take a look between the lions. You ever been to the New York Library, Kelly? Between the
Yes.
Lions?
Yes, I've been to the to the New York Library.
Oh, well, you've
It's
been between the lions.
beautiful.
I want to go.
Come visit me. I'll take
I
you.
I need to because there's so much stuff in New York I want to see. I'll be a horrible guest. I'll be like, oh, Kelly, let's go to the Met. Just kidding. We're going to Guggenheim. And you'll be like, Amanda, please, no more art museums. I'm like, oh, okay,
We'll
no
go
art
to all of
museum.
them. I'd love
I've
to
got
go
a
to an art museum with an actual art historian. That
I've
would
got
be
an
amazing.
Alexander Hamilton pub I want to visit. Let's go.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Joe and I have been to like the really old, like the oldest pub, and
it's a really
it's
old
nice.
one.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
very
have a
fancy.
calendar about it. Is that weird that I have a calendar about
Yes, it's a little bit weird.
Hello, friends and tweens. Welcome to Bugs Need Heroes, a podcast about insect superpowers. Each episode, an artist and entomologist team up to illustrate the inspiring abilities of insects by creating bug-themed superheroes. I'm Amanda.
Kelly.
Producer Derek and Desdemona and Clementine are here today. Before we get started creating this bug-inspired hero, what's bugging you, Kelly?
I love we have double kitties today. That's nice. Double cats for the podcast.
Dos
My
gatitos.
my boys are in the other room. What's bugging me is Darcy has had diarrhea for like a week.
Oh yeah,
And
that's bothersome.
it's awful. It's really bad. Yeah.
Don't recommend.
Don't recommend. We took him to the vet. He's fine. He's like on medication now, but it is unpleasant. Unpleasant to say the least.
Fair
My
enough.
poor old man. He's like 16. I just want him to relax and be happy and healthy and not have to have any tummy issues, you know?
Unfortunate. It comes for you anytime, the tummy
It
issues.
does. It does. Well, we give him like he's very picky about the food he eats.
Mm.
So we're supposed to give him like medication food, and of course he won't touch it.
Yeah.
So then he just loses weight because he refuses to eat it. So
now he's eating nothing, yeah.
The vet's like, oh, you're basically feeding him like cat McDonald's. And I'm like, well, if that's the only thing he'll eat and he's 16,
yeah,
that's what we're doing.
He's eating cat McDonald's then. My kid ate dry tuna bits yesterday because she was a cat at the time. And she's like, this is what cats eat. And I was like, dry tuna?
And she's like, yeah. Did she like it?
She ate the whole thing, so I assume. It was at Costco, so it was like a little sampler of...
Oh, like a little cup of tuna?
Like a little cup of tuna on a cracker, but she didn't want the cracker. She gave me the cracker. And then just ate the, like, dry tuna. She's like, this is what cats eat. And I was like, okay.
Sometimes, I guess.
Yeah. Marvel's big treat is she loves the juice out of a tuna can. Mm-hmm. So that's where I think where the idea comes from. Well, I'll tell you what's bothering me, Kelly.
Tell me.
It's allergies.
Yeah, your nose is a little stuffy today. I can hear it.
I am stuffed full of snot. I otherwise feel fine. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but my nose... I took some allergy medicine, and I'm not sure the allergy medicine's any better, because then it just starts, like, draining.
Falling out of your nose?
Yeah, exactly! And I'm not sure that's a better thing. But we're at the magical time of year here in Oregon, where it gets really rainy for a few days, and then it gets bright and sunny for a few days, and then it'll rain for a few days, and then it'll be bright and sunny for a few days, which means the flowers be out. And I don't know what bloomed the last 48 hours.
Something.
But it hates me personally.
Something really got you.
I think it's the sage. People put like the ornamental sage.
Oh, like that Russian sage?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to that because I also can't drive through like the dry, nasty parts of Idaho or Utah. Makes the same effect. So whatever it is, whatever sagey, deserty thing
is around.
It be out. So if I sound nasty today, listeners, I apologize now, and you will probably at least once hear me dip out to blow my nose or sneeze or cough.
That's all right. You got to be comfortable.
My beautiful eyes are dripping. It's bad.
Watery. I had a really bad sinus infection about a week ago, and it wasn't allergies. It was just gnarly.
The nasties.
So I understand the sinus problem.
Oh, yeah.
So nasty. This is our first episode since Emerald City Comic-Con that you and Derek went to.
Derek and I were at Emerald City Comic-Con. We gave a presentation with our good friend Dr. Mike about the superpowers of cats. Uh, it went well. I think it
Is it
was well
good?
attended for like we were the first panel of the day Sunday, and our room was
Oh,
full. So
oh, awesome.
I think people just like to talk about cats.
Yeah,
They like to talk about your cat. They like to talk about their cat. They like to talk about every cat, every
that's in
kind of cat.
general. And I had an entomology conference this
Yes.
week. I gave a career talk for a panel. It was fine, I guess. I was trying a different format. Sometimes you try a new format and I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
this isn't hitting the way I wanted it to, but
yeah. I'll shake things up. Just kidding. I'm
that's all
gonna
right.
unshake these.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
unshake
gonna,
for next
I'm
time.
gonna put these boggle blocks back where they
Yeah,
belong.
back to the usual. But
Yeah,
that's all
that's
right.
fair.
So we're
It's funny.
hardworking. We're a hardworking
We're
crew.
out here.
And today we're covering a hardworking bug.
Yes, we return once more to the classics. The everything either comes back to bees or ants in the end. I guess there's spiders. We do a lot of spiders just because we like spiders.
Who loves bugs?
Um, but we are once again into the wonderful world of ants.
Mhm. Amanda's doing a
Ants.
little ant dance. You guys can't see, but she's going
Ants. I
hard
think
right
you might
now.
be able to hear the bongo-ness of me on my desk. Uh,
Yeah, we're covering
yes,
leafcutter ants today.
leafcutter ants, which it feels like a classic kind of ant. It
Do
feels
you
like a
know
case
anything about a
of.
leafcutter?
Okay. What do I know about ants? So leafcutter ants, I have the visual very strongly of them all holding little cut up leaves
Mm-hmm.
as they walk through the jungle forest on the dirt in little paths. And they've all got like a sail of green as they take their little. I know that. What else do I know? I think they have guards while they do that. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. And then I'm not entirely sure what they do with the leaves. I want to say they build stuff with the leaves, but maybe they just farm with the leaves.
Yeah, we'll get into what they're doing with
Okay.
said leaves. So they're about only 55 species. I guess maybe that's kind of a lot of leafcutter ant. It feels like nothing because I'm constantly comparing it to the vastness that is
Always like, and
beetles.
then there's 1,500 kinds of this
Yeah, like
beetle.
this
And
other
like,
thing.
oh,
Excuse me.
I wanted to say I did get my first text message from a friend to identify a bug.
Oh, did
Like last
you?
week, they're like, "Well, do you know what this bug is?" And it was springtails. Like it wasn't anything. So
Oh, so springtails are cute.
they're cute, and I was like, "Oh, they got this little mechanism that makes it go spoing."
Boing.
Like that's why they're called springtails.
I have a bunch
Um,
of springtails in my isopod colonies to help keep fungus down.
friends. Oh, okay, fair enough.
I don't think we've covered springtails.
We have not. It's on our list of like someday.
I can never
Springtails.
remember it. The audience probably knows
It's
this. Once we
it's
cover something,
hard.
it's gone from my brain.
Hard.
I
Sometimes
don't know what
people
it
like
is.
they'll say, "Have you done an episode on blank yet?" And I'm like, maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't
I kind
know.
of purge them from my brain as soon as we do them.
I like hold on to little fragments of each episode, but I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
keep it
yeah.
together.
Uh, I mean, we've done a lot of episodes at this point. Like,
Yeah, we're at 90 something, maybe.
okay, well, we gotta
Maybe.
count. We
Maybe.
gotta figure out because we should probably do something
Full. I'm
fancy.
trying to just count for full episodes, not like little side things.
Count the
Okay.
like 2-parters as one episode sort of stuff.
We'll have to
Like,
think of a good 100th episode
yeah,
topic. If fans want to write in and tell us what you want us to
yeah. What
cover
do you
for our
want us
100th
to do for
episode,
100?
that's
Rank
cool.
100 bugs all in a row.
Email us. The best 100
The
bugs.
best 100 bugs. That would be impossible. There's just too many cool bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, so leafcutter ants, there are, like I said, about 55 species that are described. I always have to say described because we're finding new bugs all the time, or taxonomy changes and we're splitting one species into two.
That happened a lot.
Yes.
Being like, oh, it turns out that these are two guys.
Yep. Yeah.
They were
And
brothers.
and sometimes they go back to being one
Oh,
species again, and that is full of arguments and controversy.
Derek was just telling me that dinosaurs are officially birds now. Or birds are officially dinosaurs.
Haven't they
Something
always been
happened
birds?
with their. Well,
There's been a
I think
switch?
something happened with like what are they called? Clades?
Okay.
I don't know.
The
I don't pretend to
phylogeny,
know.
the phylogenetic tree of dinosaurs and birds.
I couldn't say.
Well, that's cool. I'll have to look that up.
Derek was telling me, not the other way.
I love dinosaurs. I'll check it out. God, we should do a, for no reason other than I like them, as a random dinosaur episode. Just
Oh my gosh,
we just
episode 100
pick our
dinosaurs.
favorite dinosaur to a whole episode.
And of course, the winner will be a giant dragonfly flying in the background.
1 foot long
the
dragonfly.
paleo art. Yeah, exactly. Why are they so big? Oh, so speaking of ECC, we went and we saw this beautiful paleo art, and I made some joke about dragonflies in the sky, and she said to us that she had recently had a conversation with someone who came by and was like, "You don't have enough dragonfly dinosaurs," and she was like, "Well, dragonflies aren't dinosaurs. And I do art about dinosaurs." And he's like, "Yeah, but dragonflies are dinosaurs."
Oh boy.
And she was like, "No." And it was like very clear
what a
that
surreal conversation, though.
Anything that happened at the time of dinosaurs in this person's mind
is a dinosaur.
Was a dinosaur. And no amount of her explaining that a dragonfly is not a dinosaur would satisfy him.
Wow.
And they ended up like parting the conversation. She was like, "What just happened? What did I just witness?" I've been thinking about that since ECC.
Yeah. It's really hard to, sometimes you meet folks and they have a very ingrained wrong idea about something, and
it's like
you just can't
dolphins or fish, and
pull
like
them out
no amount of a dolphin is a mammal is like, but they live in the water. Okay, that's not where the category stand.
Well, now I'm gonna be thinking about that all day.
Sorry, I'm sorry to ruin it for you. It's like when you go to the zoo. We've talked about this before. Go to the zoo and you overhear a parent telling their child incredibly wrong information, and you're like, "Do I interrupt this? They don't know me." Yeah, and frankly, they probably don't care.
You don't. You just have to let go.
You just have to like eat that. You have to just eat it.
Eat it all day because it's gonna keep coming back.
That is very clearly an African wild dog, not a hyena. Also, it's on signs all around you. How have you gotten this wrong?
It says it right there.
It says it right there.
Oh man.
Anyway, tell me about the leafy boys.
So leafy boys, leafy girls. You know, it's an
leafy ladies.
So it's leafy ladies. Amanda's doing the eyebrow thing right now.
I'm doing the Millhouse eye waggle.
Millhouse eye waggle. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Which we say all the time in my house when something is going well, but we'll say everything's coming up Kelly, or everything's coming up Joe.
Coming up Millhouse.
So leafcutters, like, you know, I mean, ants in general, I think we've talked about. Have we talked about ant caste systems? Sort of.
A little bit, but it's been a while. We did pavement ants in like the first couple of months of this podcast. So feel free to tell me more about the caste system. Obviously, we got Queenie. And we've got workers. I hear worker ants. I hear that phrase a lot.
Workers. We have soldiers. Also called
soldiers,
majors.
I think, are they're called majors.
They have fun names. Workers are also called miners or mediae. Like median, middle. And then we have minims. And these guys, and this is why people probably know about leafcutter ants, is the minims are the gardeners, the fungal gardeners of the colony.
So they are growing fungus with the leaves that they take home. Okay.
Yeah, so they grow fungus. Well, first we'll talk, I guess, a little bit about where you find leafcutter ants. Now, in the U.S., we have them in Texas. We have the Texas leafcutter ant. I believe they're also in Louisiana. And then...
It's right there at the very bottom, right before it goes to more centralized America.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because they're also...
I'm not sure where the line of north and central... I'm not sure exactly where the line is for those.
Well, it's still... I mean, remember, Mexico is still North America. So we have...
Okay. Then I said that I've got a hot minute before it becomes...
Yeah, before it becomes central. But they're mostly found... They're more common in Central and South America. But we do have a
My mind is very
U.S.
Amazonian
species here.
When I imagine them.
I've never seen one. I've never seen a leafcutter ant in person. I've certainly seen many documentaries where, Amanda, you're probably also picturing that. Where
exactly. I think we're picturing
on the rainforest floor.
We're watching it. Yeah. David
Attenborough's.
Here on the forest floor, we see majesty.
Yes, the noble leafcutter ant.
The noble... She's on a mission. Yes, and like I said, that like the sale of a big leaf. In my mind, they're big chunks of leaf too.
Yeah, definitely compared to the ants. So queens are big. So the queen leafcutter ant is basically the largest ant we have is the queen leafcutter, and she's about 1.25 inches in length. If you can picture an ant that big, a honker.
That's
It's about 30
a
millimeters for everybody else, but yeah,
that's a decent sized ant. Here I'm used to the sugar ants, we call them, because
those are
they're
little
getting their
guys, aren't
sugar.
they?
Those are teeny. Those
Yeah.
are little. Those are blink and you miss them little ants. A 30 millimeter ant is a, and that's the medium
That's
sized
the queen.
ones.
No, that's the queen. That's like
Oh,
their
that's the queen.
biggest.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
miss. Okay, still,
I'm
that's a big ant.
I'm watching Derek's cats fight in the background. Like play fight. They're very cute.
Okay,
Um,
here we go. Producer Derek has shared one of the soldiers. It's
and we'll share images.
it's big.
Yeah, the soldiers are pretty
Uh,
large too.
it is, the house spiders that we get around here. It's like that size.
It's not quite that big, but it's still pretty hefty. Yeah.
Oh, it's got a big head.
Giant head. So you have to have a big head to support these really large mandibles.
Oh, okay. So it's got big. If you mess with the people in the line, people, I say, if you mess with
The ant
my
people.
ladies in the line here,
Yeah,
I'm
see, look at
gonna
those
chomp
mandibles.
you. Oh, its head is like a cherry, ending in.
It is like a cherry ending in some snappy jaws.
Yeah, like it's that both shape and density. It's like a cherry,
Mhm.
and then it ends with like an earwig amount of pincher on the end.
But on the front end. Yeah.
Yeah, but on the front, not the back. Wow, I would not mess with her. She seems
She's a rough
like
and
she's
tumble
gonna take
gal. Yeah.
a, and she's more dangerous than the leaf than her. What did you call him, Medea?
Oh, the workers? Yeah,
Yes,
so they have different
because
mandibles for different purposes, right? So
okay,
workers come in a few different sizes. So soldiers are 15 millimeters, which is
okay, still a decent
half
sized
an
ant.
inch-ish, about half an inch.
Yeah,
Um, and the minims, the really tiny guys, are only 1 millimeter, which is smaller than a
so
mosquito wing.
small.
A mosquito wing is 2 millimeters, so I always think about that. What a teeny.
Weensy, weensy. So I think
Teensy.
that's more. That's what I'm more used to is the the weensy little
Teeny
ants.
guys.
Wow, so
And
they're 15 times the size of
the
the
minims.
little ones.
Yeah. Queens are big, soldiers are pretty big. And they all have different jobs, right? And the different jobs,
Yes.
so you'll also get different size workers. So workers come in a couple different sizes as well because they have different tasks.
Jobs.
Um, so first, trying to figure out the right way to order this. I guess listeners know I have notes, and I'm always trying to read the notes without reading the notes. So leafcutter ants, like I mentioned up top, they have a relationship with a fungi, Leptiotaceae, and there are a couple different species of Leptiotaceae that leafcutter ants cultivate, depending on where in the world they are and what species they are. And they've been doing this for about 50 million years. Talk about dinosaurs, right? This is some very
They're
old
there.
farming practice.
They were there.
I'd say they're the first farmers. I can't think of anything else older than that's been cultivating something.
We've only got 10,000 years under our belts.
Yeah, the leafcutter
We're
ants are masters.
chump change compared to the leafcutter ant. So we've talked about farming with ants before, but we did it with, like, I think they did aphids,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
then do other ants do the fungi thing?
Yes. So there are about 250 species of ant total that create fungal gardens. Not all of them are leaf cutters. The non-leaf cutter ants will take fallen leaves and kind of like insect
Okay.
carcasses and other things from the ground, and that's what they start the fungal gardens with. The leaf,
So they get other kinds of detritus.
yeah,
From the foliage, but the leaf cutter is going out and being like, I want this leaf.
I want a fresh
This
leaf.
leaf is fresh. The freshness.
And they don't just do, they'll do leaves. Leaf cutter ants will do parts of not just, so when we see them in like the David Attenborough films, it looks like they're just using one plant, but they will take leaves from several different species of plant. It's not like a one plant situation.
The any plant is on notice that they're coming for it.
Well, what's kind of cool is this fungus that they've been perpetuating for 50 million years because of this tight sort of closed system relationship. The Leptiotaceae fungi are not found anywhere else in nature. They are only found in the ant nests in the fungal
It's
garden.
an ant exclusive. They've now
Exclusive.
cultivated this fungi as our fungi.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so cool. And what is there a benefit for the fungi, or is it that's
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
fungus
if it's
getting
symbiotic at all.
taken
It
care of,
exists.
right? It's like domestication for a fungus.
Wow.
So
I
the
guess I
ants
hadn't thought
cultivate the
about
fungus, and even though they eat it, that fungus still gets to
it.
propagate,
It
and
exists.
it
Yeah,
exists. Yeah. And when
that's cool. So like
yeah,
it makes you wonder. It's kind of a chicken egg situation, where you're like,
who came
if it only
first?
exists in these nests,
I would imagine
how did it come to be in the
this fungus
nest?
used to probably be fairly, I don't know if widespread, but this fungus in its original form existed out in the wild. Ants took it, and then over evolution, the
Oh,
period
okay.
of
I see. I
evolution,
see.
many
It
millions of
became a
years,
different fungi.
it became a different species. And now it is just
Interesting.
here.
So it has a wild cousin, and it has a domesticated by ants cousin.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the way that this fungus perpetuates is that a queen so there can be a few queens in these ant colonies. They're
Oh,
not
they
like
share.
bees, yeah.
They're
There's
yeah.
they'll share a little bit, and then a virgin queen will be ready to go make a new nest somewhere because their current nest is
Yeah.
too big.
Then they'll have a war of the roses.
War of the Roses.
Ah, and then they'll have 100 years war.
And she'll take a little bit of the fungus from their colony and
Oh,
store it in her mouth. It's called like an infrabuccal pocket, like on the inside of the jaw.
she's a special pocket for
Yes,
propagating
for
her
fungus.
fungi at her new home.
And yeah, then she flies
Wow.
away and begins a new fungal garden. And she immediately starts making minims so that they will uh take care of that garden until they can have workers and stuff, and then soldiers. What a
I
process.
wow. My oldest and I have been watching a lot of there's like a YouTube channel that's Ted Ed, but
Mm,
like specifically for
cute.
the kids.
That's
So we've
cute.
been watching a lot of those, and we just watched an episode about starting a new colony of ants,
Mm.
and how the the queen ant has to like just start laying eggs immediately and hope that she survives until
They can feed
the
her.
oldest
Yeah.
eggs. Yeah, so they can feed her.
Yeah, she
And
can't.
sometimes it's not fast enough, and she starves to death before she has a helper.
Oh, that's so
It's
sad.
wild. Not usually, I would say,
But
but
it
like
happens.
it is a thing. Like if you didn't get nice and juicy and fat enough in before you took off, before you take off to go have your nuptial flight of one kind or another,
Yeah, you
um,
gotta store the
yeah, you
fats.
can. Or if it takes you a while to find a suitable place to, I'm gonna. Oh, this is where I'm going. Yeah, it was wild. I never thought about that, but
It's
that's
sad.
what TED Talks are for, I
Yeah.
guess.
I tried to start an ant colony in the lab. I had ordered a queen and she had a few
Mm,
workers, and she just would not produce more eggs for me. I
mm,
think she made like 3 more eggs, and then that was it. And then the colony slowly died. Um,
yeah, it collapsed.
I felt really bad. I hate bringing things into the lab and they don't make it. I'm like, ah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's not
that's
like I
always
caught her from the wild. I ordered her from some guy
yeah.
who like
She herself was
cultivates them.
propagated.
Yeah, yeah. So I'd like to try
So
again. I think ants are interesting.
in my mind, when I picture them with the little sail,
Hmm.
they are using their little mandibles,
Right.
kind of like kids' safety scissors, to kind of go chomp, 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 all the way until they have kind of a like a hole punch of a leaf. Um, is what size is it that's doing the leaf cutting?
So those are so
The workers'
these
sized
slightly
ones.
larger workers, they
Okay.
have
Oh,
they have
oh! I've found a picture with three sizes all in one picture.
yeah, yeah. So they have they have serrated jaws for cutting. Or no, maybe it's sorry, I think it's the medium sized one. The bigger workers are cutting pieces out of fruit and then giving it to the other workers to carry back, because the larger workers have long mandibles and they can cut fruit chunks out. The medium and the small workers are dealing with leaves or carrying fruit bits or whatever back to the nest.
There's like a slightly bigger one who's like, let me do the heavy lifting here,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to carry it back. You littler guys will carry
Yeah,
it
I've got
back.
long jaws. I'm gonna cut up this
I've got a
fruit hunk
specialized
for
task here
you.
to cut off this
And I'm
chunk
sure
of
they
berry
also
or
carry
whatever.
stuff back when they're done wherever they are.
When they clock out for the
Yes.
day. Toot, toot.
They're gonna go back empty-handed in the nest. So yeah, so we have these couple different types or 3 different kinds of sized workers all doing slightly different jobs. It's just really fascinating how evolution has driven ant colonies into these caste systems.
I've shared a picture from
Geez.
the San Diego Zoo,
Look at those little guys.
and we've got the biggin, who, like we said, has kind of that cherry head, and we've got a weensy one down here. It's amazing the size difference between these two, that they're like the same species of ant. That
Well, it
they're
looks like
like,
you've got a soldier, a minim, and a worker in
yeah.
this. Yeah.
And then we got this medium. That's the one doing the cutting. The on the right here is, and then
That's
that's
that's the
crazy.
carrier. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty neat. So
And
what's
then there's at least 2 more sizes from this picture of 3, right?
there should be like a couple sizes of workers, like in between that
Yeah.
middle size,
And then Big Mama
and then
herself.
the big queen.
Big Mama.
So you would imagine like these workers are constantly cutting. There's a lot of wear and tear on their mandibles, and to
Oh
keep
no.
them sharp, between the proteins of the mandibles is zinc. So they have little metal
Oh,
plated mandibles, like scissors.
that's wild.
Yeah.
So they I'm sorry, I'm just processing
No,
this a
no,
little bit.
please
That
process
like
away.
so where are they acquiring the zinc? Is that in the plants? They're not like out there eating, eating the nose rub off of
So
off of
fungi
lifeguards.
fungi are excellent at uptaking many types of minerals. So while they're eating the fungus,
Oh.
I
Oh.
think I'm pretty sure it comes from their food
Mm,
source.
that's cool that they have like metal plated
Little
jaws.
metal jaws.
Think about them like cleaning their face, because all bugs do that sort of
Yeah,
like,
always
I gotta
cleaning.
clean my face thing. And then like it's like shing, shing. Got out my fresh mandibles here.
Sharpening.
Shing. Yeah, that's cool. So how long can a line of leafcutter ants, like how far from the nest do they go before they're like, we gotta turn around, this is too far, with their
Um,
little lines
I think they
of
range
work?
fairly far. They have so what's interesting is it doesn't really matter how far they're ranging from the nest itself, because the nest can be huge. The nest can cover over 4,000 square feet, and it will have a couple hundred entrances. So,
Like a whole ant city
yeah,
down there.
so they don't have to range far when your nest is really big, right?
4,000 square feet is like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's like the blueprint of a high school. Like that's
One ant colony is
wild.
a high school.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
They'll have
That's the better part of a
a
mile.
few million ants in there. Derek is
No
saying
wonder
that's
they have
half your
multiple
house, Amanda.
queens then.
Amanda is
That's
speechless.
crazy. I'm sorry, I am speeched by lessness.
And they're deep. They're about 20 feet
they're-
deep, which is 6 meters for everybody else. And it's 372 meters squared is the size in metrics for our
that's
non-American listeners.
that's wild. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no wonder they have multiple. They have zones. They have burrows down there. They're like, oh, what? Where are you from, fellow ant? I'm like, oh, I'm from Brooklyn.
What
Oh,
wing of the
really? Yeah,
colony do you live in? Yeah.
exactly. What high school did you go to? It's okay. So these ants, are they from hatch? That's their designation. They're going to get this big, or is it like bees sometimes, where like when you're a young bee, you have this job. When you're an old bee, you have this job, or are
No,
they always the
they
same
come
job?
out like this specific
Programmed.
programmed, yeah, pre-programmed. yeah, the workers come out and that's their job. They're ready to go. They're out there. They're looking for leaves. What's neat is the minims, the little fungal tenders, will also go out with the workers, and they'll either ride on the worker or on the worker's like leaf, and what they're
Uh-huh.
doing is they're fighting off phorid flies, which are parasitic, trying to lay eggs on the back of the workers because the workers are busy. They're carrying those leaves.
Yeah.
So the minims fight off flies that are trying to parasitize the workers.
That's okay.
I wish this was
I
video
didn't
and everyone
realize.
could see
I know. I
Amanda.
know. And sometimes I do wish we had video.
She's
I'm gonna
very
have to
pumped about
start
this.
doing animations of our stuff. But like, I had no idea these ants were. I thought leafcutter ants. They cut leaves. They take them home.
It's a bigger story here. Yeah, there's a much bigger story.
This is like like there's so much role. Role playing is not quite, but like I can't believe how many kinds of ants are living in this one colony of ants, and they've all got multiple jobs to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're eensy weensy, you can look after the fungus, but you also could ride on the back of your sister and make sure that flies don't land on her and lay eggs on her.
Yeah.
And
The
I assume
minims are
that
taking care of the eggs too and the larvae, but
yeah, and I assume that if a fly gets on an ant and lays eggs, it's the minims that are like, hey, you've got something on
yeah,
you.
they'll
Let me
help
get
like
that off you.
remove it,
Yeah,
because you don't want to bring back a bunch of
right.
parasitic
Once
flies
I
to the
assume
nest.
once they're in, they're in.
It's
You know.
really dangerous for them. And then you've got the
Oh,
soldiers, right, who are the defense force. A lot of them stay by the colony, but they will also travel with the ant line, with the worker line
yeah.
to protect them. And
So
their mandibles are so big that they can't eat. So the workers have to
they have to
like
be fed.
spit food into their mouths. It's a system.
It's a system, all
They have
right.
to feed their big
Um,
mandibled sisters. It's called a trophallaxis. There's our vocab word for today. Trophallaxis.
so something. This is just kind of a generalized ant question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you start an ant line? Like, does one go out and say, "Hey, I found something," and do they release like a pheromone or something that's like, "Hey, over here, hey, over here," or do they have to collect something and then go all the way back home and they go, "Hey, where'd you find that?" And they said, "Oh, come with me, I'll show you." How do you?
They'll do some scouting, and then they leave
Okay,
pheromone trails, and they'll follow each other. And
yeah. So you just have to hope that enough of them find the same pheromone trail that they get it.
yeah, the ants are very
Mm.
pheromone based. Very scent. That would be kind of like scent for people.
Yeah, and is the
Do you want to mention an ant mill here, Kelly?
Ant mill.
The death spiral?
Oh no, do I? I could. Yeah, I could. So they are so scent based. Sometimes they form something called an ant mill, Amanda, where they follow each other in a circle forever until they die
because they just follow the ant in front of them forever,
and that guy is following a scent trail and probably the scent trail they've already walked on. So that it
right? It just
sometimes they're
and then it
big.
get
Sometimes you can get really big ones, and it's like a weird
a,
cluster of
a death
spinning
spiral of
spinning
bugs.
ants.
That's upsetting. Some of them like break off and they're like, "No, follow her. She's got the right idea. Leave." But no.
No.
I think I've seen like other kinds of animals do that. Like I feel like sheep do that sometimes, but I could be wrong.
You can do there are like little like college lab experiments with ants and pheromones you can do for like a biology lab kind of thing, and they're very willing to follow scent. Same thing with like termites. I've done termite labs before with my students. But yeah, so we've got the workers doing their thing with their little zinc plated mandibles. We've got the soldiers, so the soldiers are defending the colony. They're going with the workers sometimes. Apparently their bite is very painful. Our friend of the pod, Dr. Justin O. Schmidt, did not have leafcutter ants in his book, but that's because he was talking mostly about venom and not
He was
mechanical
specifically
damage.
interested in the venom.
Yeah, so this is the mechanical damage you'd receive if bitten by a soldier. But what's neat is that there are some tribes in South America. I think the Aztecs did this, where when you were cut, you would take a soldier ant, put it on the cut until it bites it closed like a suture, and then rip its head off, and it would just stay there. Like stitches.
Like ant stitches.
Ant stitches, yeah.
Wow. Who was the first person that was like, you know what'll close up this wound on my finger?
Let's go get an ant head.
Let's just go get an ant's head.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could have like 3 little ant heads in a row keeping your finger wound. Oh, my gosh.
Well,
humans will really do anything.
We will do anything. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I was telling producer Derek before the show that I feel like I could have spent 2 weeks just reading about these ants. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of interesting things I'm not covering because, my goodness, there's a lot going on here.
I found a chart of the sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sizes in this chart.
I like how dedicated you are to finding the size, all the different sizes of.
I think it's really interesting that they come in so many sizes. It's cool. And I think it's probably the first one where I feel like Ant-Man's shrinking and growing power feels legitimized.
Feels like it works.
If he's a leafcutter ant, he's just shifting between the different sizes of leafcutter ant.
What kind of ant do you think Ant-Man is? That's a good question.
I think he's an ant kind of man. I don't think he's an Ant-Man the way Spider-Man is a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
okay? Like there's not like any like there's no real rhyme or reason to his power. Like also his power is shrinking in the end. Like originally, that's like his main power is to get small. They've done other things to make him more anty.
Yeah,
like being able to communicate with ants and like these sorts of things. But like in the end, his power is shrinking, which doesn't really make sense for an ant. But it's fine. Especially when Wasp has the same. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked.
No, it's fine.
Ant-Man is not really.
He's not really. I mean, I love Anthony, his aunt.
Yeah,
he's very cute.
Even though she should really be Antonia, she's got wings.
Yeah, she's a lady. She should be a lady. But yeah, so we have these kind of incredible individual jobs, and we haven't even really talked about the minims yet, other than their forward fly fighting behavior, which is cool.
She does more than be small and fight off flies.
It does.
How small is the fly? if the minim is
so the minims, the minims chew up the leaves. So the workers bring the leaves into the colony, and the minims will chew it up and add the pulp to the garden as a nutrient source to make the fungus, to feed the fungus.
To make the slurry so the fungus grows.
Yeah, and they'll weed the garden because sometimes you get fungus and bacteria in there that they don't want. They just want this
not the specific one we're looking for. Yeah.
And what's interesting is their salivary glands secrete several different types of antibiotics, which act as a fungicide, and I think probably a bactericide, to kill the undesirable stuff.
In their spit?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hurt my finger. Now I gotta rub a little ant on it first, and then use the heads of her sister to close it up. These guys are like doctors.
Yeah, they're like little lady doctors down there doing all kinds of stuff. They also have an antibiotic producing actinobacteria, which is a bacterial species, on their underbellies. And it makes them look kind of like they're covered in powdered sugar. And I looked at some photos of this. It was very cute. And that also helps just keep down all the undesirable fungus in the fungal garden. And on top of this, on top of being the gardeners, they also have to tend to the eggs. They keep the larvae clean. They like move them around to make sure they're in a comfortable spot. They feed the larvae. They also help feed the queen. They take waste out, so ant colonies will have a waste chamber, and that's the minim's responsibility to take any waste material, including dead sisters, out of like the main part of the colony and into sort of a garbage room. Yeah, it's a lot for a little ant to do. I don't feel like I do half of this in my house.
Yeah, as the one person caretaking my own nest. I think about that show, which you probably haven't seen, but there's this anime show where kind of like an Osmosis Jones thing, where like the main character's a red blood cell, and then it's kind of about like all the functions of a human body.
Hmm.
I want that, but about leafcutter ants.
Cells
And
at
you have
work.
the
Derek
main,
is saying cells
yeah,
at work.
cells at work. And you'd have the main character be one of these little minims, and she's trying to make her way in the world. And she's going out. She's got all these jobs to do. She meets a big soldier ant. It'd be fun. I'd like it. I would watch this anime every day.
Yeah, they're just so fascinating. Leafcutter ants are so cool. They also, of course, will stridulate. You remember what stridulation is?
They make little noises. You know, I
Uh-huh.
love when a bug makes a
Yes.
noise.
And they tend to do it, so they rub like a couple parts of their abdomen together to make that noise. And they do it when they're stuck. So if there's like a little cave-in, the workers will start stridulating until their
They go,
sisters
"Help
come
me,
and dig them
help
out.
me,
It's very cute.
help me." They've got like little safety blowhorns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the jaws on this guy. Now I'm just scrolling through pictures of
Ants.
leafcutter
That's
ants.
fine.
Oh my gosh, the jaws of the jungle, leafcutter ants.
And before we get to like superpowers, because we're gonna have to talk about what kind of hero you're gonna make out of this insane thing. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned the genus is, well, there are 3 genera. There's Atta, Acromyrmex, and Amoimyrmex. Amoimyrmex is a harder one to say, from tribe Attini. But the leafcutter ants in Texas are genus Atta, A-T-T-A. So Derek is showing a Disney comparison of Atta.
Yes.
I know Atta as wheat. It's like a wheat flour, but
Atta is the name of the princess. Princess Atta in Bug's Life, a film you
oh,
still have not seen,
not
but desperately need to. Maybe that could be episode 100. We finally forced Kelly to see.
That'd be
Bug's
fun. We
Life.
can do like a movie episode for episode 100 and talk about it.
Yes, so Atta
That
is
could
the
be a
name
good
of the I guess I never really put together that surely her name is some sort of genus joke, but here it is. Although they are not leafcutter ants in that
What are they?
movie.
Oh, harvester. Derek's saying harvester ants.
Yeah. They go out and get like they live on a little island in that movie, and then the grasshoppers come, they steal their food. It's a whole thing. Hopper and his gang.
And right, so I think before we get into superpowers, we talk about what kind of hero
Yes.
you're gonna make. I have one more weird little fact.
Another thing?
know.
Okay, hit me with it.
So, living inside of these colonies is a little tiny cockroach called an ant cockroach. Yeah.
Okay, what is this cockroach, this ant cockroach doing in there?
It smells like the ants, basically. It
They
emits
always do. That's the fall down
Yeah.
of this whole. We've based our whole society on what you smell like,
And
which
they-
means if someone else can figure out what the perfume formula is, they get it.
they just mooch. They eat the ants.
They're
Fungus.
just punks.
Yes.
Okay. Mhm.
And then
makes
to
sense.
disperse, so they find the ant colonies by following their pheromone trails.
Yes.
So they follow them back.
They've keyed into the smell.
And then to leave, they hitch a ride on a virgin queen doing a mating flight to start like a new cockroach colony. I did put a photo in there of how tiny. Can you move that for me, Derek? Because I don't have a mouse, which makes it hard for me to move stuff around. So you can see, Amanda, how teeny tiny these roaches are, because they're on. Here's a photo of them back on the back of a queen.
These freeloaders. These
Look at how
popcorn
little.
kernels pretending to be cockroaches.
They do look
How
like
dare
popcorn
they?
kernels. They're very small.
Oh, and she's a juicy friend.
Oh yeah, this is your
queen
first time seeing the
herself.
queen. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been looking at the other kinds. She's like a hunchback of queendom.
She's big. Yeah, she's got a big abdomen. She's probably ready to lay some
Yeah.
eggs.
You said she was like an inch and a half long.
Like
right?
an inch and a quarter. Yeah.
My word. And then they got these nasty little cockroaches on them.
Just hitching a ride.
Freeloaders.
Freeloading cockroaches.
I can't believe they'll just leave, like just walk out. They're like, wow, we gotta get out of here. I know just the
We've had
place.
enough of your fungi.
Enough of this.
We're going somewhere else. But it's how they disperse. So they kind of rely on ant queens
Oh, I see.
to disperse to start new roach
They're not
colonies.
just leaving; they're getting out of town.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
I'd like to know how you're feeling about all the info. It's been a lot of information in about
It's a
45
lot of
minutes.
information. I'm trying to figure out if we go with the Ant-Man thing and we give him like, if we give her like multiple modes. We're like, oh, I'm in worker mode. I'm in soldier mode. I don't know. You can't really do queen mode. Queen just kind of sits around and does
Makes babies. She's
egg laying.
eggs. Yeah.
It's not a great mode for superhero fighting.
But big. She's big at least.
She can go big. That's true. Queen mode. Maybe queen mode like does Ant-Man's pheromone thing where it's like, all the other ants. I'm summoning the ants.
Yeah, she just summons real ants.
Because I hesitate to do another team just because that's a lot of work for me to make a team. But like I like the idea of like modes of like I can transform into multiple
types.
kinds. And I think you got Leafcutter. That says to me like blades on the arms, especially if you could put your arms together and it made kind of like an ant head shape.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or that could be like the soldier mode. You put your arms together and it makes a shield. So yeah, I think we're going with like modes.
And the blades have to be serrated because they're for cutting leaves.
Well, just because serrated blades are cool.
And so there's soldiers looking at superpowers here. I have soldier jaws down as one of them. So a soldier can bite with a force that's 2,600 times greater than their body weight. So comparatively, if you've got a 185-pound like human man, and if he could bite 2,600 times his body weight, the bite force would be 481,000 pounds of force. That's about 160 full-sized pickup trucks coming through your jaws, weight-wise. That is a pinch.
It surprised me so much it made me cough. I mean, they always say that, though. They're always, like, talking about, if you were the size of an ant, what could you lift? Or if you had the relative strength of an ant.
Yeah, well, it's like 50 times. They can pick up an object 50 times their own body weight. And that's most ants.
Like to pick up the whole plant and just take the whole plant home. They don't even need to bother with all this leaf cutting. That's nutsoids. How do they do that? Like, how is it? Is it just that they're structurally superior to us in every way? Or is it just that they're so small that the physics is on their side? That
I think it's partially a smallness thing. You can also see the large size of that worker's head, and it's to support sort of the musculature. It's like the physiology of jaws like that. Oh yeah, Doug's talking about the inverse square law. There's a lot of physics going on.
Yeah, Derek talks about this sometimes, again, with Ant-Man.
And we do this for the Ant-Man talk. We talk about the...
Just don't worry about it. It's Pym particles. No one needs to
no, there is, like, the inverse square law is a real physics.
Yeah.
And that makes sense for ant size, like, the smaller you are.
Yeah.
But also Pym particles are... That's
mostly Pym
nonsense.
Particles.
Yeah.
So are we doing a male hero or a female hero?
We gotta do a female. She's an ant.
I agree.
Right?
I just know that we do a lot of female heroes because you and I, we're always like, girl heroes. We like the girls.
Well, I think sometimes we can make exceptions, but I think for a colonial animal where they're basically all female, it makes sense to make
for a couple of dudes.
Yeah, a female hero. Not like our beloved Bumble.
Yeah,
Sweet Bumblebee.
He's allowed in. We like him. I saw a Mondo Bumblebee the other day, by the way. Just absolutely
be a queen.
Chunky. I think it must have been.
Like time for
it was on our lavender plant.
Yeah.
And I mean,
hefty.
She was huge. I was like, girl, where you been?
She's been hibernating and now she's hungry.
We get bumbles in our backyard a lot. I don't know. I remember several years ago I found a bumblebee like in our basement and I was like, how did you get here? This is not where you're supposed to be. And so we put her outside and once she warmed up the next day she flew away. It
was good to go. Yeah, it was Cody was like,
I think she just got too
by it.
Yeah, Cody, because Cody keeps his workout stuff down there. And so he was like, can you come down here? There's a bumblebee. And I was like, I'm coming. And sure enough, there she was. And I think she just got too cold on the floor
she was
of our
chilly.
Cement floor basement.
I also remove all the bugs in our home. Joe will ask me, he'll point to like if there's a bug and go, is that a good bug or a bad bug? And if it's
They're all good bugs, Joe.
sometimes it's a carpet beetle, and that's a bad bug as far as I'm concerned in my house.
We had our first carpet beetle. I was cleaning the kids' toy, like we have a closet that's like where I shove the toys so that it doesn't look so messy in the house. Like, just put them in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a carpet beetle in there, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta go. You can't be in here. Sorry."
A friend of the pod, Dr. Ped, gave me a bunch of carnivorous plants. The the sticky ones.
Oh yeah. The honey sundew,
Sundews.
whatever
Yeah,
they
he
are.
gave me some sundews. I'm gonna get in trouble because he just gave a talk about carnivorous plants that I watched, and for some reason could not remember the word sundew. But yeah, he gave me some sundews. So now anytime we find a carpet beetle, we drop it in the sundew pot, and because I have them in a terrarium, a closed terrarium.
Yeah.
So that's where they go.
Congratulations on your new position in the circle of life.
Yes.
Kelly.
Get out of my apartment, get into the sundew jar. Everything's fine. But yeah, I'm starting to see some bugs. Things are waking up here too.
Things are waking up at ours. The spiders are out, which means I need to trim my bushes now.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise they will become Spider City, and I won't want to
You don't want to put your hand
deal
in
with
there.
them. Exactly. I was picking up I just switched all of our winter decorations to our spring decorations in the front of my house. And I picked up the snowman, and my son goes, "Mom, Mom." And I look, and there's just a big spider on the front. And I was like, "It's okay. We're just going to put it down."
Yeah.
And she'll leave, and we'll pick this up tomorrow instead. And so we picked it up tomorrow instead. But he was like,
What kind of spider did you see? Ish.
It looked like a house spider.
big house
It was spread out.
Yeah, you guys have
The
those gnarly
bushes,
house spiders over
we got
there.
big boys.
Very big.
Yeah. The kind I see in my yard the most are those house spiders that are they're more spread out.
Yeah.
Little body, big legs. And then the orb weavers, which are big bodies, little legs. But they're always in their webs, if that makes sense. So if I see it on the ground, it's probably a house spider. But if it's up, it's an orb weaver of some kind.
We usually have some cellar spiders in the bathroom, and they're not out yet. They are, I guess they were gone for the winter, even though it's fairly warm in here. But Derek was saying that the solitary bees are awake now. The mason bees are out and buzzing.
I've seen several bees. I accidentally punched one the other day. I felt bad.
You punched a bee? Like a full closed fist punch of a bee?
Kind of. I was, like I said, I was changing out the decorations in the front, and I had the flag. I put the flag on the front of the house, and right now it's like a bunny, and it says like spring, that sort of thing. And I had the flag in my hand, and I was trying to get it to hang properly, and a bee went by, and I was adjusting the flag, and I just full punched that bee with the flag. I was like, sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
Excuse me, miss.
Miss, I apologize. I promise I am a friend to the bees. Despite my current feelings about plants, I am pollinator positive.
Listeners, please send us photos of your bugs that are now waking up in the spring. We love to see them. Either come to our subreddit or email us. We're happy to see email photos too. We always reply. We reply to emails.
We're better for replying to emails than Reddit comments.
Yeah, it's hard to remember. I usually look at posts for Reddit. But yeah, we have I think I've mostly just been seeing flies and flower flies right now. But things are waking up. It's exciting. I wish I didn't live in an apartment. I wish I had a yard so I could have a little bee house and like a mason bee house.
Our neighbor has a butterfly bench that fills me with envy every time we go for a walk. I'm like, I want that butterfly bench.
You should find one. You love Facebook Marketplace. There's probably one there somewhere.
I do love Facebook Marketplace. I gotta find one.
Amanda is obsessed with Facebook Marketplace.
I think it's great. I think it's deeply interesting the things people list on there.
I can't look at it because I'll just buy garbage.
That is the trouble with it. It's like a garage sale all the time, Kelly, and I can't resist a good garage sale.
Are your kids excited now that it's warming up and they can go outside and play?
They're very excited to go outside. The only problem we really have is that we can't let the cat out because, as you know, the cat is our prisoner.
Yes, cats should not be outside. Unless
And
they're
our
barn cats.
3-year-old and 7-year-old are not always great about closing the door behind them, and so I'm like on their case about.
Mm.
But in an ideal world, I figure out some system where the cat is trapped in, but the kids can get in and out pretty easily, because I'd love to just leave the doors open
Yeah.
and have them be able to go in the backyard of their own volition and stuff. But that's just not possible right now with the cat. So
Yeah, we keep our balcony door open, and we have 2 pet gates, one stacked on
yeah,
top
I
of the
think that's where
other,
I'm headed.
because
Is
Darcy will
some
jump
sort of
over
pet gate.
the.
Yeah, Marvel doesn't jump much. The only place she jumps is she jumps onto her cat tree.
Mm.
But other than that, she strongly prefers to climb her way to her
Oh,
location.
okay.
I mean, she can jump, and sometimes she'll get the zoomies, and she'll jump from like the cat tree to the chair to the couch to the chair again, down on the floor,
Getting
run
wild.
around, jump on the cat tree, and I'm like, girl, you need to chill. But the only place she consistently jumps is she'll jump up to her cat tree, so I know she can jump. But on the bed, she just prefers to be like, and now I'll step on this, and now I'll step on that, and now I'll step on this, and now I'm on the bed, and I'm like, wouldn't it have been easier just to jump up here?
Yeah.
But she's lazy, I guess.
This morning, Joe called Finn over. Finn was like on the floor hanging out. And instead of going straight to Joe, Finn decided he needed to first step foot into his bed and then get into a second bed and then get to Joe.
Yeah.
Like the floor is lava. I feel like he was playing a little game.
Cody is often the bridge for Marvel. He's like, yes, she picked me. She's gonna come sit on. Oh no, she was just using me as a bridge
that's
to
so
the next
sad.
place. And it's upsetting for him every single time.
Because Cody's a cat man, right?
He's the cat man.
Yeah, he wants that cat.
Bebop bop. He wants the cat more. I think so. The cat has bonded to me because I was the one who was around, and so as soon as I leave the house, Marvel's on Cody, on his lap.
But you have to
the
not
problem
be
is,
there.
I have to not be there, and there's just not very, very many instances where I'm not home and Cody is,
Mhm.
So unfortunately. The other day, though, he had the cat on his lap and then a kid on each arm, and he, like, sent me a text message like, I'm living my dream right now.
That's so cute.
And I'm like, that's nice for you. I want nothing touching me after 7 p.m. I'm done.
That is really, really sweet, though, that he was so happy about that.
That's all he wants. He
just wants to be cuddled.
Yes, correct.
It sounds like he wants to be cuddled, yeah. Aww.
He's a lap cat himself. Very selective about who he would allow to touch him. But once you've earned his trust, he just wants to cuddle.
That's very cute.
That's how it be. We're trying to get my sister to get a cat right now.
Just get everyone to get cats. It's like a secondary goal of the podcast. We just try to force everyone to own a cat.
Just recruiting people to get cats.
Adopt cats from your local shelter, please. They need you.
Find your local humane society. Okay, as usual, we have to give her an absolutely snatched waist, right?
Yeah, because she's an ant.
Ants have such
tiny waist.
Snatched waists. Even though it doesn't really make any sense. Where do her organs go?
Just in other parts of the body. Just moved around a little bit.
I've done nothing creative with this posing today. It is
non-creative posing.
Superhero pose 101. Actually, I've just realized I've given her a flying pose, and that doesn't make a lick of sense.
Yeah, she's only the queen can fly. There's no, and she really just flies to go make a new nest.
I gotta switch it up here. All right. We'll switch her to other basic hero pose number 2.
You have just a catalog of basic superhero poses.
Yeah, they're all just kind of like I mean, think about an edgelord teenager. What poses would he do? He could be like, ah, ha, ha, like that. Those are it. That's what the poses are.
All right, I'll be right back while Amanda draws for a minute.
Yeah. What kind of haircut does an ant have?
Boy, I don't know. The last one we had short hair, but I don't. Well, what's the rest of the look like? Is there a haircut that should go with the style of the outfit, or?
Well, right now, as we discussed, I've given her kind of these robot arms from the elbow down, and then those are the things that are transforming into different modes. I've given her kind of long legs to be kind of, anty. And then, of course, the snatched waist. But I haven't really done much else to the outfit yet. I think I want to go kind of more classical superhero with the outfit. We don't do the super suits very often, so I like to do a super suit when it
Yeah, that's true.
works. Maybe I'll give her the same sort of ant motif that we gave Pavement Ant, with like kind of the shoulders, this is the mandible situation.
That'll work. But I guess there's got to be green, right? Because it's the leafcutter. Are
Yeah,
we
that's
doing a
very
green theme?
true. They have cute little eyes, ants.
You think
It's
they
like
have cute little eyes? Aw,
perfectly round little chocolate chips in the middle of their heads.
I guess they do. I'm gonna go back and look at some of these photos. And we'll share some, we'll put photos up with socials. They do have kind of nicely round little eyeballs. And of course they have the ocelli on top, the three small lenses that help them pick up changes in light.
I think we're gonna go pigtails, but low pigtails.
Oh, pigtails. Yeah, I think that works. Kind of like a mandible sort of thing.
Yeah. Kind of invoking that, I think.
Yeah. So while you are drawing, Amanda, what is the bug you're looking forward to seeing the most now that spring is here?
Oh. I like a ladybug. Bias, I think they're really cute. I like the bumblebees in the lavender. We get these cabbage white
Oh, the butterflies,
butterflies.
yeah.
Something about them is really like peaceful to me. Like, there goes because they're like a common, plain, boring butterfly.
They do feel
But something
springy.
about they feel very springy.
Yeah.
They feel very like la 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 la. I like that. It gives me joy. But I am looking forward to just gardening now that I feel like I don't have to leave the leaves as much. Like you guys had your chance to get out of here while you had the chance.
Yeah, I'm looking. All of our plants that go on the balcony are currently in this room with me, and there's
Yeah.
no room. It's very uncomfortable, so I can't wait to put them back out on the balcony. I'm just gonna try to move the computer so you can see, but you can't. But there's just a buttload of plants back here. Our pepper, we managed to overwinter 2 pepper plants, and they are currently sprouting new leaves, which is very exciting. And I overwintered a lemon tree, which I'm surprised it's doing well. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have to repot them though, especially the lemon tree. It needs a bigger pot.
I think I have to get rid of her half mask. She looks too much like Spider Gwen. No, what? Not Spider Gwen. Gwenpool.
Oh, Gwenpool, yeah.
I'm kind of slow today. For some reason, it's
It's okay.
struggling.
I'm just trying to stay quiet so Derek can cut as much of this as
The whole thing.
possible.
Yeah. The serrated edge. I forgot the serrated edge.
Most important part.
Most of my part. What's her alternate secret identity like? She a botanist?
She's definitely a botanist, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
All these overeducated superheroes. You're like, you got your PhD for what?
And now you're just fighting crime?
And now you're just in the streets brawling? Some of these things will have to be redrawn when I'm not constantly having to blow my nose.
It's okay. You can't help it. It's annoying.
Okay, I'm gonna call this draft 1 for now.
Works.
Okay, so I've given her a very, like I said, I got rid of the half mask just because I was concerned about her looking too much like Gwenpool. Plus I think sometimes the full mask is better for like
Yeah, I think
hero
I think
reasons.
full mask works for this. I like her costume detail.
Thank you. So I've given her like a sort of an ants and leaves. That's kind of my. She's a leaf cutter ant. So like she has like a leafy sort of design on her like unitard with like these mandibles over top, and then her arms are like I think where most of her like power set is coming from is like oh, this one transforms into like serrated blade version. This one's into like mandible version. Like I think we discussed like a shield version would be cool.
Yeah.
And then gave her kind of like this armored detail around her
She's
belt
cool.
situation.
I like the pigtails are a nice touch.
I wanted her to keep her feminine wiles. And plus too many lady heroes out here with their hair down. I'm like,
Yeah, you
girl,
gotta
you're
put
flying.
your hair up.
You gotta put that away. You're not gonna be able to see whoever you're trying to punch in the face.
Any woman who's ever been in a convertible knows how awful it is.
Exactly. There's a reason why all those fancy ladies tie the scarf around their head before they get in the fancy convertible. It's not for looks. It's because you gotta keep that
Your
hair
will
out of your
be
own eyes.
wild when you get out. Yeah.
So I think we've gone with sort of a classic take on a hero here. I think that works for Leafcutter.
It is. I think
Leafcutter is kind of a classic sort of bug.
We're back to bug basics a little bit with this.
And I think you should also assume she can change size. That like she has a big mode, she's got little mode, she's got fast mode, she's got strong
teeny
mode.
tiny mode.
Yeah. She's a bug of many talents.
How many legs?
Like, honestly, I know I say this a lot.
Oh no.
But like I was not expecting to be so blown away by like all the things that they do. That they cooperate and yes, exactly. That's exactly the right word. Complexity of these ant colonies, where like there's different kinds of ants, and they all have different jobs, and they cooperate together. The little one rides on the big one, so that the big one doesn't get parasites on it. Like that's wild. that they have the wherewithal to say, hey, if I leave this stuff here, this right kind of stuff, the thing I actually want will grow here. Like that's a level of intelligence I think we don't really assign to bugs much. And then like they're like farming a kind of fungi that only grows not for them, but like with them in these nests.
The relationship is so old.
Because it's been going on so long that they've like created their own little world here. It's cool. And plus, have you seen the chompers on these guys? Oh my god.
Big old chompies.
I love the chompers on them. I think that's so cool.
Oh, you should have thrown a little freeloading roach on her. She should be able to throw roaches. She can throw tiny roaches at people.
So once again, we've made our way back to the basic bugs of either bees or ants.
Wait, so what was your final leg number?
Oh, 6 out of 6. I think these guys are cool.
I assume.
These guys are cool. I mean, sometimes there's nothing wrong. Like, the ant world is the little black dress of like, it's great. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, baby. If you show up on the red carpet wearing an ant, you're like, dang, she's cool.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to give her a 6 out of 6 because it's something.
Yeah, I feel like we barely even talked about like that they cut up leaves, so that's like their whole thing is that they cut, and like I don't know, they're neat. They're like so iconic. I feel like I'm really glazing up this ant, but I just think they're neat. Okay, I just think they're neat.
I think that cool. The listeners will agree. I think they're a very cool ant.
Yeah, I think they're cool.
Well, tell us about your favorite ants, listeners, if you want us.
Yeah, if you've got a cool ant that lives near you, or you're like, hey, you think that ant's cool. Wait till you find out the ones that use their spit to glue leaves together. Actually, I think they use their bodies first. I don't know. We'll talk about those guys eventually too. Otherwise, you can find us on the Reddit. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Blue Skies. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us at our email at BugsNeedHeroes@gmail.com. You occasionally find us at Comic-Cons, Emerald City.
Yeah.
Are you going to anything soon?
Or science conferences sometimes.
Science conferences near you. We'd love to do more of those. So write into your local Comic-Con and say, hey, if these guys apply, you should let them in because they're cool.
Do a live show.
Stop rejecting producer Derek's Bat panel. It's good, actually.
Oh, it's great. I love that panel.
Cats always gets in, and Bats is always waitlisted. That's happened like 2 or 3 times now. They're like, "Oh, we want cats, and maybe we want bats." And I was like,
"They don't know what they're missing. Oh, they don't
know what they're missing." I just think Batman's probably not. I hate to say, the cutting edge of superhero dumb right now. So, which
Harsh.
is a wild take.
Harsh,
A
Amanda.
wild take for me. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I just think that's the facts. Other than that, we'll see you around. You always have bugs.
Mhm.
Bugs are where you find them.
Especially now in the spring.
Especially now in the spring. Let us know what bugs are coming out. And in the meantime, we love you. Bye.
Bugs Need Heroes was created by Derek Conrad and Kelly Zimmerman. Hosted by Amanda Niday and Kelly Zimmerman. Bugs Need Heroes is produced and edited by Derek Conrad, with some assistance from Chelsea Bodden and a few cats. Character art is by Amanda Niday. Our music is Ladybug Castle by Roll Music. Got a bug question? Email us at bugsneedheroes@gmail.com. Check us out at bugsneedheroes.com, and most of the socials are under Bugs Need Heroes. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm not done podcasting. Came out to go potty. Sometimes you have to potty.